Okay, Leilani Cawthon here in Houston, Texas. Weather's fine. It's not too hot. A little humid though. It's a little humid.
Oh, yeah.
I had to take my jacket off. It was awesome. We're gonna have a few questions for all of y'all. You guys have been contributing. You already contributed a little bit today. You just joined us. We've had an awesome discussion. So I want to introduce my panelists here. We're here in Houston, all the awesome districts. Shh, don't tell all the other ones I see all year long. Dr. Jenny McGown, Superintendent, Klein ISD. Good to have you with us. And Dr. Allegra McGrew, Director of Digital Learning, Region 4 ESC, the service organization for all the group around here. And you're training the superintendents.
Yes,
Admins all today.
One of my staff members was doing AI session with all of the secretaries of the superintendents in our region.
Yeah, good for you. Good for you.
Yeah.
Yes, and then Dr. Kari Murphy, Chief Technology Officer, Deer Park ISD, who shared already with us your awesome new policy work in AI and training work in AI. Good to have you with me. And then Kelly Griggs, who is your partner in crime over there at Deer Park ISD, Director of Instructional Technology. Yes, you guys do things together. So you guys are going to try to answer as twins, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. This is going to be great. Okay, so the first thing I want to say is that, I introduced a whole lot of shocking data today, right? Like what's really going down in the country. But I want to take it in an uplifting way so that when you leave, you say to yourself, I still like her. I might come back next year. But the main thing I want to say is like, what are you proud of right now? We all know it's tough right now. I mean, could there be more hardballs coming at your head? But what are you proud of? Like, what's making you happy?
Yeah. I would say the people. I mean, that's to me is what is always the joy of the work that we get to do in public education, and particularly for me and Klein ISD. I always say the people make the place. And so, yes, we're in very challenging times in public education. Yes, there are many obstacles that have to be navigated. Yes, there are things that we wish were different, but at the end of the day, we have incredible people and they continue to show up with hope in their hearts and they continue to bear the hope for our young people and they make opportunities and possibilities come to life in our schools every day so that our students can find their purpose for good in our world. So I'd say, what always fills me with joy and hope are the people that continue to serve with such optimism and such a sense of possibility for the future.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that because that's really kind of what I think I should have said earlier today. Even your brand is human. The competition all coming in is homeschooling, online schooling, blah, 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 blah. Let's do all programs. Let's do, choice legislation and voucher everybody. But your brand is human. And so I really like that you said that. Okay, so Allegra.
So I think that I'm most excited about the commitment that I see from the districts within our region. Klein, all of our districts. We've got Dickinson here. We have, Channelview, and we have Aldi, and we have all of the amazing folks that we see. We know it's tough right now in the field. We're not in the trenches per se anymore, but we come out and we get in the trenches with you, but we see the commitment and we see the dedication. We never hear our teachers or our administrators or our counselors or any of those staff members say, I am just tired of this. I can't do it anymore. What we hear them say is, what are some additional tools that we can use to support our work? What are some ways that we can make sure that we are continuing to do the very best that we can do for the students that we are entrusted with? I often say that when parents and families send those students to you, they're not leaving the best ones at home. They are sending the very best that they have in those homes. Each of those students requires something different. Yeah. Achieving that level of personalization, it's not an easy job. Mm-hmm. But what we hear time and time again as district advancement champions here at Region 4, we hear that commitment, we hear that tenacity, we hear and see that resilience, and we see educators who want to make a difference, who join the field because they want to make a difference and change the trajectory of the students that they impact.
Yeah, wow, that was great. I almost want to have like a little round of applause just for that. Yeah. Okay, great. So, Dr. Murphy, your response, like, what are you guys proud of over there? I mean, besides what you already shared today, that was awesome. What are you thinking?
Well, I agree. It's the people. But as we reflect back on the work that we have done and the progression, because being in the world of instructional technology and instruction and technology combining together, we have, I guess we about a year ago, we stepped back and we looked Because of the people we have put in processes, and we have an ecosystem that we work very well together. And technology is truly it's just a tool. It is not causing as much bad interruption, as when we first started. I have on my desk a little plate that says seamless, and it was given to me by a superintendent probably, 12 years ago, because I told him my BHAG was that technology would be seamless, that we would see the instruction, and this was what was supporting. And I can't say we're totally there, but we definitely see that, and we see the processes that we have been able, because of the brilliance of collaborative work, have put those in place, and we rise above. So whatever new comes, AI, whatever comes as far as cuts or just the systems, or the forces that are around us, we continue to support our school district in a way that we see effective teaching and learning going on.
Well, I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
I'm going to have you speak just a second. I want to comment on that because I want to clarify that, right?
Yeah.
Because we talked a lot about, like, the future is becoming a tech-first enterprise, like the difference between Amazon and Sears, right? Sears lost. Sears was a physical thing.
Yeah.
Amazon is a tech-first enterprise, and then a physical execution with the human interface of the driver getting to your doorstep, right? And so what you're saying is that your district has come through that tech miasma, basically the mess, and now you come out the other side, and because there's a duck going fast across the water, the legs are churning fast underwater, the technology and the way that you're running it as an enterprise, so the top that you see is more human. Is that what you're saying? Okay, I just wanted to clarify that. That was awesome.
Yeah. And what we're also seeing is that we have people coming to us, and they're saying, okay, what are you doing? And when I say people, vendors, how are you making it work? And it's because of, I think it's the collaboration with our vendors, our partnerships with our vendors.
And the culture.
Yeah.
I'm most proud of the culture that we've built in our district. And the way we look at it is it's our job to build a teacher's digital agility. That's what we want. We want to provide them with all of these resources and show them how to do it so they can decide what works best for the students in their classroom. But that has a lot to do with Dr. Murphy. She's built this culture, and we're all hands on deck. We're very servant oriented. We're very behind the scenes. If a teacher shines, if the students shine, then we've done our job and we're happy, and we go on to the next. So and the follow through. I feel like you talk about PD and AI and presenting it to your teachers. You present it, but it's the follow through that makes it happen. Coming back, how did that work for you? Give me feedback. How can we get better? So that's our culture.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah. It's not one and done.
No,
We're
it's
never
not.
one and done.
no, never,
In
ever.
anything, right? The first time I made pancakes, I think the pancake dripped down the side of the wall of the cabinet. So it's just definitely true, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And there are two things that we probably stand on right now. One is the empower. We believe it's our job to empower.
Well, it always will
Empower
be, yeah.
always, and they come first. The other thing is we believe in investing in our people. And when we invest in our people, whether it's PD or providing the right tools, then we can support them to be successful.
Yeah, and I agree with that. And I think, and I'm going to pose this to you, but I'm going to frame it. But I think what we've also done is we were predicting that the structure would become so much mixed ability. So, like Salt Lake City, Utah, 134 languages, right? That you have to teach to. So you walk into a classroom right now, and it's a world-class mess. It's not a homogeneous group. So yeah, you can empower them all you want, but the surveys are showing you not only have to empower, obviously you have to love your people.
Mm-hmm.
But now you have to give them the pre-built, how are you going to personalize to the one for 30 with 8 of them completely off grid, right? They're just off grid. Because if you don't, essentially what you're doing is you're going to demoralize that teacher. They're going to quit. And that's what's happening. Just go to Reddit and just type it in, what are teachers saying, and you'll see what I'm saying. So I totally agree with you. So it's a cultural thing, and you got to love them, you got to empower them, blah, 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 blah. But I'm asking, and I'm saying the data is now saying That's great. But you better up your game and execute on what you give to them that runs the line all the way to the student. They're flanking that, but don't stop at the door, walk in the door of the classroom and help at that level, right? Because it's a different thing. So what are your thoughts on what I just said? Did I freak you out? Or are you okay?
No, not at
Okay.
all. I mean, I think that the technology is a tool and it cannot replace the human element. And so what I
Yeah.
will say is that I hear you. And when I talk to my students in Klein ISD, and they don't talk to me about how they wish they had better technology. They
No.
want their connection. The reason they get up in the morning is because they've built a relationship with the teacher in the classroom. I mean,
Yes.
this past Monday night, we were celebrating our valedictorians and salutatorians from all of our 5 high schools. And these kids are going off to Stanford. I mean, they're going to the best universities in our country. And they are incredibly gifted. And they are reflecting on their experience in our schools, and what they're talking about is the relationships they've built with their teachers.
Yeah.
And so I think that one way we demoralize teachers is by, in the pursuit of trying to personalize and leverage these amazing tools, make them feel devalued from the thing that actually students care about the most. In fact, I recently talked to some
That's true.
students at an intermediate school, and they said, we actually would like to have less time on screens. Like, their request was, we'd like to have less time in front, and we're one-to-one. Klein ISD is one of the first districts to go one-to-one in the nation. So we've been doing this for decades. That's not really anything new for us in Klein. But I will tell you, that's the feedback we're starting to get from our kids today, is they want less screen time, because that kind of connectivity inundates their day-to-day experience anyway, even outside of our schools. And what they're actually hungry for is people. And so what I talk to our teachers about is, like, we're going to give you the tools. We're going to make sure that you feel equipped. We're going to have wonderful people like you all come in and support them. But at the end of the day, just remember that what called you into this work to begin with is what will actually be the impactful pieces that the students take away, and will be the thing that you talk about when you hang up your hat. It's not going to be about all these. I mean, that is very, very cool, and we try all sorts of interesting things in Klein ISD, but nothing can replace the human element.
Yeah, and I think we're all in agreement here. I think we're all in agreement. And I'm going to come to you in a second, but what I'm saying to you is, given the structural deficiency of we're missing 1 in every 4 teachers we need, and we aren't going to get them. The structure of execution, the one-to-many with 40% on mixed ability, and then having to personalize every single lesson for that many. What I'm saying is that the structure of facilitation of data and the lesson stuff, point to point, the game goes up, that allows the teacher to be more
Totally.
human.
Yeah.
Right? And so often I hear people, yeah, it's just a tool. It's just like this whiz-bang thing. Don't use it if you don't need to. Like, lower your screen time, whatever. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, you literally can't execute the way you used to with the humans. You're overwhelming the humans because of these outside circumstances. So how are you going to do this? Right? So how, that's the problem, right? So anyway, I'm going to come back to you in front of what is your thought?
No, I agree. And one of the most powerful things that we are doing is we're doing a lot of blended learning coaching with teachers.
Awesome.
It's great to provide the professional development. It's great to help them to get those classrooms set up. But you can't just kind of abandon them after they have come through the professional development.
No.
And so we go in and we work with them, and we showcase with them, and we model for them, and we basically we are that second layer for them, so that they have the content knowledge. They get all of the blended learning pillars. They understand conceptually what it should look like. But where we come in, we support them as they are executing that, because that's the next phase of the work that we do. And so by doing the blended learning coaching, which we're so grateful, because we are actually one of 2 approved reimbursable providers from Texas Education Agency. And so if any district comes to us and gets blended learning coaching, at the end of the coaching cycle, TEA will give them all of their money back.
Go.
And this has been such a huge assistance for us, because we needed to move our work on farther than just the professional development, than just you coming to us and hearing about, all of the pieces that have to go into place with the blended learning. And so with this piece, we're able to sustain the work that we've started with those teachers in those classrooms.
That's awesome. Awesome. Okay, so round of comments then on the last thing I'm talking about, like the cleanly delineating between what is a tool and what is an enterprise digital service mechanism, and the manifestation of the curriculum end to end, right, to the student. Whereas, like, why are you building every single thing your own self, right? Like, in other words, take the load off. What are your thoughts?
Well, that's interesting because I think we're seeing a swing back.
Yeah.
And I'll give you a good example is that I know Clear Creek has utilizing Reading Horizons, and they have seen great horizons, great gains. And so we are now going to be putting that in to catch up the deficit that we see. And it is, if that particular curriculum is scripted, and that's what I think that we are seeing teachers want. I just come in and tell me what I'm going to teach because I'm too tired at the end of the day to build my lessons.
Yep.
And I'm seeing that in different materials that we're purchasing, we're investing in, and we are also seeing with our work with our instruction is that let's take our master teacher that we already have. Let's build that and be a support for not only the new teacher, but even the veteran, because we need to make some of them better. So that then, as you shared earlier, you build that initial framework, and then you can just personalize it to help with the ones going down. I mean,
I like that.
Thousands of dollars is being spent because I think we're seeing that it's coming back. I'm thinking of the 80s when I started teaching.
Yeah, when textbooks. Like we gave that we have adoptions.
Yeah.
We gave you the textbook. You're supposed to do every chapter, and the teacher's like, I'm not doing chapter 3.
Right.
So
Because
there's
I
that.
hate percentages.
And I'm bringing in video as much as I can. But but I really agree. I mean, people are like, oh my gosh, you're exhausting me. I mean, like we've been freaking them out for so long.
Yeah.
That's what our surveys are showing.
Yeah.
Like, just feed me what I'm supposed to do. The other thing is your continuity operations out the roof. Because you're switching now, like, okay, can't get anybody there. I go like, okay, they're all at this one. And it says this guy's running behind by 2 lessons. That guy's You just plug and play. But the humans are being the human, right? Like, I love the brand of we're human. Like, I'm not going to homeschool if I can go there and like have 6 moms. Like, they're all going to be loving me all day long. I love this, right? So, all right, your comment, and we'll go back around.
No, I agree. Our teachers we've put that particular PD into our system, and it filled up like within a day. The teachers they already have it on their calendars. They're ready to go. They're ready to get on the same page.
Yeah.
And we're excited. We're excited to be a part of it too.
Well, it's a help. It's not, as long as you don't do it like Robin was talking about with Zia Learning, how they build. It's like they don't do it authoritarian.
No.
And I feel your vibe right now. I feel like that's not what you're doing either. That's probably not what you're doing either, where you go like, you're going to do this. This is the math or else, right? You're like, probably like, hey, this is cool. Like, what do you think? Right? And then they're like, oh, I want to play with you. This is kind of, I want to learn, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you're probably not being like all authoritarian either, right?
And I think that you all really hit on it, that just like our students want their learning to be personalized, our teachers want their learning to be personalized.
Yeah.
And so what one teacher needs may be completely different to what someone else needs. And so being able to honor that, I think, does help our educators to feel valued and appropriately equipped to serve the students that they're trying to personalize for. So I think when, as district leaders, we don't model that kind of approach, it's really creates a dichotomy that is not favorable to buy-in and implementation of these amazing strategies and tools and ways that we can personalize instruction for our learners. I mean, we are blessed in Klein. We continue to have an incredibly high retention rate. We started this school year with 99.9% of all of our positions filled. I mean, we're an anomaly, I recognize, but I think part of that is that we genuinely love our people. We trust them, and we try to provide them the tools and the training that they need that's personalized to their own levels of expertise and interest, right? Because interest is passion. So that's true for students. It's also true for adults. If I'm not interested in what you're trying to teach me, probably not going to be passionate about it. But if you can find that clear connection between what you're bringing to the table is actually going to solve real problems for me in the classroom to help me be more effective with my students, and I'm much more jazzed up about being part of that experience. So I think that we have to just make sure that we're modeling with all of our educators, treating them like the professionals that they are and giving them the respect that they deserve by making sure that everything we're giving them is also personalized to their skill sets, their talents, and their passions.
Yeah. And there's really, like, right now in terms of all leadership, right? There's really no, like, every day is normal. You wake up, it's a sunny day all the time, and everything's going to be normal and perfect, and there's going to be no traffic. It's not that way at all. It's a very dynamic an unpredictable arena. The markets are taking swipes at you. Choices probably coming to this state. I mean, Texas competes a lot with Georgia, and Georgia passed. It's happening, right? But really, as long as you stand together, is what you guys are saying, that you still have an enterprise, you still have a community. And I agree with you. I think it's very heartwarming what you've all said today. All right, so final comments really are like future. What do you want to have happen? What do you see like the challenge this year? Who wants to go? You go first, and then I'll come after her.
And so I think that one of the challenges that has been around forever for teachers is time. There's just not enough time. And there's not enough time, and then we continue to add extra pieces to their plate. I love the fact that for a teacher, AI can really support some of the things that teachers are required to do. And so I'm excited about the fact that we have a number of our districts in our region where the AI training isn't beginning with the teachers. The AI training is beginning at the district level. Because
with the administrators?
With the administrators, with superintendents, with our coordinators and our directors and our executive directors, because what they understand, and I know that you understand this all too well because I've watched your career and you have done this all along the way. What they understand is I can't advocate for something and lead it if I don't understand it first. And so what we're seeing is our administrators, they're starting. We have done some amazing work. Channel View, for instance. We have gone out. We have done AI training for our administrators in Channel View. They are now doing pilots with their students with blended learning and AI together because now their administrators have a very good sense of what this is, what can go wrong with it. How do we entreat it? How do we approach this so that our students aren't having to hide and use it, but so that they are using it ethically, they're using it the right way, they're using it safely. And so I'm very excited about the future and how AI can support education and take some of the lift off of our teachers.
Yeah, me too. That's really, really good. Okay, so let's go this way, and then I'll have her wrap up.
I'm excited. We have a change in leadership. And we're in the midst of starting, and it's actually had kind of started before. And so I'm seeing more collaboration that's going on. I'm seeing excitement. Our new, the person coming on as our superintendent is a challenger, and she can see an issue, and she challenges me as a person to grow. And also we're going to see a lot of changes probably in our district in a positive way. Not that it wasn't positive before, but it's going to be ramp up to just in time for me to retire. Really, I'm excited about, I love change. I am a change agent. I believe in change for positive growth, and I think we're going to see some growth that way. And AI is just one part of it, but we're seeing changes in the way we approach instruction.
Yeah, everything's changing right now.
Yeah.
And you don't get to retire. Just so you know, you're going to try to retire, and then Robin, where's Robin? Where'd she go? Everybody who just tried to retire all around Atlanta, they all got pulled back in. So just forget it. It's not happening for you. Okay.
Decided to grow together. So as we get our new administration and our new curriculum in place, we're all going to be learning together. We're all going to be starting from scratch together.
It's fun.
And that's where you build your connections and your relationships with people.
You know what I really love about all of you guys, all y'all, because I'm in Arkansas now. That's the best I can say. I like all y'all. I couldn't say that when I was a Californian, but I am so able to say it now as a Southerner. The education field's the only field where you as adults always have to tell yourself, maybe I don't know. This does not happen in corporate America. They are so full of themselves all the time, right? I know everything. I'm the boss of everything. Well, it's a very interesting, it's a very human thing. I love it. I admire it about you. All right, so final thoughts.
Yeah, I think related to technology and digital learning, I'm excited. We also started 2 years ago with training all of our district leaders and all of our campus principals with AI. We've been running a pilot with our teachers this year, and next year we're going full blown for all of the tools and supports that our teachers will need with AI. So that's really exciting, and I'm looking forward to that and the impact it'll have on our students. And it's the way that it will help solve problems like not having enough time to be able to like really leverage these tools for a way that hopefully improves the teacher's quality of life, not only in the classroom, but outside the classroom as well. But what I'm most excited about, I mean, as you mentioned, I think Texas will become a state where it's a school choice state. And I'm excited about being the choice because I believe in what we do in our public schools. We will continue to be the choice in Klein. 97% of our students that live in Klein ISD today continue to choose to be educated in Klein ISD, and there's lots of options around them. But no matter what happens in the legislative landscape, no matter what happens in the way that we choose to run our educational opportunities in Texas, Klein ISD will continue to be the choice. So I'm looking forward to that. We're going to keep making the learning experience engaging. We're going to keep making sure we offer incredible programs in the arts and athletics and career and technical education as we prepare students for their purpose, whether that's college, the military, or a career. It's going to be great. So I'm hopeful for the future because I believe in my people and I believe that we can compete and win, and that's exactly what we'll do.
Yeah, I like that attitude.
Yeah,
That's
we
like,
will.
that's like
We will.
very like, I'm gonna compete and win.
Yeah,
Like
the best people anywhere. So
Yeah,
in
we're
public
like, oh,
education, we
dare
can make
ya.
it happen.
I love it. I love it. I love it. It's all attitude
Let's
too.
do it.
You know, it really is. It's like I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna win this one. Yeah. So that I have to tell you, that's not the truth of the superintendency ranks everywhere. It's not. So you're unique. Okay. So this has been super awesome. Thank you guys. We're gonna go, back and edit this and show it off to the whole country and go, this is Texas. We were just in San Antonio yesterday. They're awesome too. We're going to go to Dallas in the fall again. El Paso's invited me out there. So it might be like
It'll
a
be fun.
4-way by next year, like competing with you guys all. So let's give them a big round of applause. Thank you very much. Woo! Okay.